Eiropas Parlamenta Pilsoņu brīvības, tieslietu un iekšlietu komiteja nobalsojusi par noteikumiem, kas paredz stingrāku datu aizsardzību Eiropas Savienībā, saskaņā ar nolemto, jo ārpus Eiropas Savienības esoša valsts pieprasa uzņēmumam, piemēram, meklēšanas rīkam, sociālajam, tīklam vai mākoņdatu kompānijai atklāt Eiropas Savienībā ievāktu informāciju, tam vispirms būs jāsaņem Nacionālās datu aizsardzības iestādes akcepts.
Personal information on the internet isn't safe. I can hack your Facebook account, every account you have, your Hotmail, your email account. With 2 clicks you can obtain all the information you want. I can send you an email with a link to a fake Facebook site, and when you log in and you put connect, you are sending your password to me and not to Facebook. You can use the other person, his identity. Nowadays, hacking is very easy. You don't have to be a big ITer. Be aware of free hotspots. They can be fake. This looks like a free hotspot, but it's mine. I copy that. Nobody will know that they're on a fake network. And I can copy all their account information. I think you won't be happy if I post your bank account prints, if I post photoshopped pictures. Don't trust your computer with an internet connection. Your computer is safe without an internet connection. At the moment when it's on the internet, you make from your PC a public PC. That means all the data that's stored on your PC isn't private, but you made it public. My advice to all the users is never let your computer alone. Don't log in on accounts using another computer. Use different passwords for each profile and use a very good antivirus.
Deputāti radījuši arī rāmu tā sauktajai profilēšanai, praksē analizēt un paredzēt personas rīcību. Tā būs atļauta vienīgi ar personas piekrišanu gadījumos, ka to nosaka likums, vai tas nepieciešams līgumiskās attiecībās. Turklāt, tā nedrīkstēs būt diskriminējoša un balstīta tikai uz automātisku datu apstrādi.
A lot of websites are free, but the information which this website gather is used for profiling, so for commercial reasons. So the information, everything you do is looked at and used to sell you products. When you visit a website, this website places a small file named a cookie on your computer. And in this small file, information about your website visit is stored. So you have cookies used by, for example, your bank to store your account number, so it's easier to log in. So these are harmless cookies and they are called functional cookies. The cookies we are talking about now are profiling cookies. They are stored by advertising networks and they are using personalized information about things you have seen or websites you have visited or queries which you have done. On all the websites you visit there is a privacy statement or cookie statement which tells this is happening, but most users don't have any understanding about what exactly is happening and that their information is stored and used to personalize the advertising to them. Well, the big advantage of profiling for the consumer is that he gets more relevant ads, but the disadvantage is that as a consumer I don't want that all my internet behavior is stored and that it's used by other companies. If you compare profiling on the internet with profiling in real life, then if you go to a supermarket and you look at various products, you take them but you don't buy them. Further in the shop, then a person comes to you and he says, well, why don't you buy this product? Because I've seen you have looked at it. So that's the way profiling should work in the supermarket. So basically, if you don't want these personalized ads, block them in your browser or don't go to the websites, or most easiest is go to youronlinechoices.com and block all advertising based on your personalized surfing behavior.
Jaunie noteikumi paredz, ka gadījumos, kad datu apstrādē nepieciešama piekrišana, uzņēmums vai organizācija to drīkstēs uzsākt tikai pēc skaidras datu subjekta atļaujas saņemšanas. Turklāt šo atļauju varēs jebkurā mirklī atsaukt. Eiropas Parlamenta komitejas deputāti uzsver, ka personas piekrišana nedrīkst tikt izvirzīta kā priekšnoteikums pakalpojumu saņemšanai.
As an internet lawyer, I've been dealing with internet legal issues for 15 years. It's an ever more complex area. All of the many problems that crop up on the internet, data protection, terms and conditions, disputes. I act for companies and for individual users as well. My experience is that the vast majority of people who sign agreement to terms and conditions have no idea what they're actually agreeing to. People are not aware that each time they click agreement, they're entering into a legally binding contract with whoever the provider is. To take one example that was in the news a few years ago, this computer games company, partly for a joke but partly also to make a serious point, put a clause in their terms saying that the user agreed to sell their eternal soul to the company, and they included with that a £5 voucher for anybody who noticed it and sent them a message to opt out, and only a tiny number of the 7,500 people who signed up that day actually did that, and they concluded from that virtually nobody read the terms and conditions. In terms of privacy policies, I find that often, again, privacy policies use very kind of general legalistic type of wording, or at least wording which is very vague and doesn't clearly explain what those companies are doing. And most people don't understand the dangers of dealing with social networks and posting personal information. And I'm often amazed when I'm doing research myself at how much information I'm very easily able to find about individuals. Social networks are free, but it's likely that they're out to make money from you in other ways. And one way that social networks can make money is from personal data. So for example, let's say you post photographs or images on a website. That website may include in their terms and conditions their own right to reuse those photos and images for their own purposes, perhaps on another website or as part of a marketing campaign. I'm in favour of this right to be forgotten, which the EU are talking about at the moment, which gives internet users a right to ask companies to remove personal data relating to themselves unless there's a legitimate reason for holding it. This is just one example where the law needs to move very quickly to catch up with the kinds of privacy problems that we're seeing on the internet.